My husband has selective hearing. I ask him to bring in the laundry, he doesn't hear me. I ask him to wash the dishes, nothing. I got so mad I yelled at him. He just sat there silently, watching me lose it. I never said I wouldn't do it. Why are you freaking out? Eventually I got tired. So I started copying him and developed my own selective hearing. This time, my husband was the one losing his mind. That night after dinner, I took my son to take a bath. Before I left, I reminded my husband, remember to wash the dishes later. He was on his phone and mumbled, without even looking up. But after I finished bathing my son and came out of the bathroom, the table was still a total mess. My husband was lying on the couch, scrolling on his phone and laughing every now and then. Jack, didn't I ask you to wash the dishes? I know, don't rush me. Since he said that, I didn't really have anything else to say. After I got my son to sleep, I came out of the bedroom and saw the dishes on the table still hadn't been touched. I glanced at Jack, who was happily lounging on the couch, and thought, he's a grown man. Surely I don't have to remind him over and over to do one simple thing. If I kept nagging, it might just make him push back. So I swallowed what I was about to say and went back to the bedroom to sleep. The next morning, when I got up to make breakfast, I found that yesterday's dishes were still sitting on the table. The grease had dried on the table overnight. It was disgusting and hard to wipe off. I thought about how I had reminded Jack again and again yesterday to wipe the table and wash the dishes, but he played on his phone from 6 o'clock until who knows when. He had time for his phone, but no time to wash dishes. I was so angry I could feel my blood pressure rising. I cleaned the table, washed the dishes, and then made breakfast. By the time Jack got up, I was already eating breakfast. Oh, there's breakfast? Then he sat down across from me and happily started eating. I took a deep breath and forced down my anger. Jack, didn't I remind you twice yesterday to wash the dishes? And this morning I got up and found everything on the table exactly where it was. Jack didn't say a word and just kept eating. I dropped my chopsticks and stared at him. Come on, I just forgot. Look at you getting all mad. Don't worry, next time I'll definitely do it. Definitely. Seeing him act like it was all a joke, I felt completely helpless. After breakfast, I got up to wake my son. Before I left, I told Jack to take the clothes out of the washer and hang them up after he finished eating. Mission guaranteed. I thought, after what happened yesterday, and since I had just gotten angry, he would definitely do it. There weren't many clothes in the washer anyway. Hanging them up would only take a few minutes. After I got my son dressed, I didn't check. I carried him out, dropped him off at daycare, and went to work. When I came home that night, I instinctively looked at the balcony and saw no clothes hanging there. My heart dropped, so I hurried over and opened the washer lid. Sure enough, the clothes I washed that morning were still curled up inside the washer. After being trapped in there all day, they already smelled a little bad. I had no choice but to wash them again. As soon as Jack got home, he lay down on the couch and started playing on his phone. Our living room and balcony are connected and the washer isn't quiet, but somehow he still didn't hear it. When the washer started beeping to say the clothes were done, I shouted from the kitchen, Jack, the clothes are done, hang them up! No response. I poked my head out of the kitchen and shouted again, Jack, hang up the clothes! Still no response. I stormed over to the couch with a spatula in my hand and kicked Jack with my foot. I heard you the first time, it's just hanging up some clothes. I'll do it in a minute. I was truly furious. You'll do it? Didn't I tell you to do it before we left this morning? Did you do it? I came home and the clothes were still in the washer, already stinking. Do you know that? I just forgot. Just wash them again. It's such a small thing. I don't know why you're so mad. With that careless attitude, he somehow made me look like the petty one. I reminded him again, remember to hang up the clothes, I'm going to cook. Jack still didn't say anything, so I went back to the kitchen to cook. When I finished cooking and came out, the clothes still hadn't been hung up. Jack wasn't on the couch. I turned and saw the bathroom door was closed, so I figured he was in there. I didn't want to wait for him to come out and hang them up, so I did it myself. When Jack came out of the bathroom, the clothes were already hung up. He let out a cold laugh, said nothing, and sat down at the table to eat. His short videos were playing loudly while he ate and watched. Tom was only 3, right at the age where he was curious about everything. When he saw Jack eating while watching his phone, he looked at me and asked, Mommy, why can Daddy watch his phone while eating, but I can't? I knew the best way to set rules for a child was to teach by example. Jack, eat properly. Stop playing on your phone. Jack said nothing. His fingers kept swiping on the screen. Jack, stop playing on your phone. Still nothing. I took a deep breath and raised my voice as high as I could. I'm talking to you, can you not hear me? I said stop playing on your phone and eat properly. I know. Why do you talk so much? You're just like my mom. Lucy, you're not even old yet, but you're already acting menopausal. I was honestly about to lose it. I ask him to do one little thing and he drags it out. I talk to him once, twice, 3 times, and he acts like he can't hear. Are his ears broken, his legs broken, or is something wrong with his brain? I didn't want to argue with him in front of our child, so I tried to reason with him. You're eating while playing on your phone. The kid sees that, and he'll learn to do the same thing. Then let him eat while playing on his phone. I'm not stopping him. I had a stomach full of anger and nowhere to put it. Jack, do you even hear what you're saying? He's only 3. You're going to let him build a bad habit like that? What happens later? Well, it's not like he'll starve. I really didn't want to say another word to him. After feeding Tom, I finally started eating. After Jack finished eating, he started playing on his phone again. Jack, go give Tom a bath. I figured that by the time Jack finished bathing Tom, I would have just finished cleaning up the dishes. Then I could read Tom a few stories and put him to bed. Jack was holding his phone and laughing so hard his eyes nearly disappeared, but he gave me no response. I kicked him, and only then did he look up at me. What? I told you to give your son a bath. Are you deaf? I know, you talk so much. After I finished eating, I went to wash the dishes. Then I came out. Jack was lying on the bed, playing on his phone, while Tom was sitting on the floor watching TV. The bath still hadn't happened. Jack, I told you to give Tom a bath. When exactly are you planning to do it? Jack didn't say anything. He just shifted positions with his phone in hand. I was so tired. And I finally understood. It wasn't that he couldn't hear me. He was pretending not to hear me on purpose. Because as long as he played dumb and acted deaf, I would eventually get fed up and do everything myself. I couldn't understand how Jack had turned into this after his mom had only been gone for 3 days. Jack and I dated by choice. After more than a year together, I got pregnant by accident, so we got married. Back then, I had a job and was right in the middle of moving up in my career. I didn't want to quit because I had a baby, so Jack asked his mom to come help. His mom was wonderful. During my postpartum recovery, she made 4 meals a day, never the same thing twice. Later, she took care of Tom with so much care that I barely had to worry about anything. This year, when Tom turned 3 and started preschool, my mother-in-law said she wanted to go back home. She couldn't get used to living in a big city. Honestly, I hated to see her go. But having her live with us really was for our convenience. Since she wanted to go back, I couldn't stop her, so I agreed. I forgot that when his mom was here, even Jack's meals were served to him right in front of him. When had he ever done housework? So now that his mom was gone, he still thought life could be the same as before, with food handed to him and clothes taken care of for him. But a good home needs both people to put in effort. If only one person gives too much, they're bound to break down. I decided to let Jack get a taste of selective hearing himself. The next morning, I only made breakfast for Tom and me. After I ate, I woke Tom up and had him eat breakfast. When Jack got up, he found there was no breakfast in the kitchen. "Where's breakfast?" I didn't answer. I just kept packing Tom's backpack. "Where's breakfast?" Jack asked again. "Oh, we ate it. You didn't make me any?" He sounded annoyed. "You never asked me to make you any." Jack was so angry he slammed the door and left. Wow, you can't handle this already? This is just the beginning. That night, Jack said he had a department dinner and wouldn't be home to eat. I was happy to have one less thing to deal with. After picking Tom up from preschool, I took him out to eat and then to an indoor playground. When we got home, I gave Tom a bath. I didn't even get to read him a picture book before he fell asleep from exhaustion. On the 3rd morning at breakfast, I told Jack again to remember to hang up the clothes later. I knew he definitely wouldn't do it, so the only clothes in the washer were Jack's. Tom's and mine had already been washed, dried, and put away the night before. Sure enough, Jack didn't hang up the clothes. When I came home from work, I found Jack's clothes still lying in the washer. I didn't care. They were his clothes, not mine. If he wouldn't even hang up his own clothes, why should I do it for him? The next morning, Jack woke up and realized he had nothing to wear. His company required a uniform and he only had 2 sets. One set hadn't been hung up, and the other had been worn yesterday and already smelled bad. "Lucy, why didn't you hang up my clothes?"